Hello everyone, and welcome to the final stage of our coverage of the IEM Katowice 2019 Major. After an arduous first two stages, 8 teams made it into the new Champions stage, where they played for the title in a single elimination best-of-3 bracket. The first match was between FaZe and Navi, and they began on FaZe's pick of Inferno. In the very first round, FaZe got an early plant on B, but Flamey led his team on the retake with an ace and a timely defuse.
Could be exploited. In this pistol, Simple's already over there. He's behind the smoke. He's fallen off. That may not be true when the guns are brought out, but for now it certainly is. The first kill, though, goes the way of Flamey. He already has the pistol. It's just enough to cut off one on the retake, but the bomb already planted for Navi, and they just have to hold it off. That's not hard. Flamey's got another. It's going to be extremely difficult if Simple can get around from coffins without being spotted. Bluebox is preoccupied. If he wraps in, they're both gone for an emo, and they're going to push it all together. Rain can't do enough. Just to Nico. Third in the world last year, but he's got it to a one-on-one. Bombs deep. He's got a swing. They know that. Flamey. What a pistol, an ace. He gets an ace. Welcome to Spottic, everybody.
FaZe did a good job resetting their economic disadvantage early, though, and took a streak of rounds that ended with them taking the half 10-5. Navi wasn't out of it, though. Not if Flamey had anything to say about it. After halftime, Flamey picked up yet another pistol ace, this time on the T side of things.
Back and forth, wants to figure out the side they'll enter into, baits them to Nico, but Nico gone. It's now all onto Adren. So proficient with the pistol, but you know who is? A man who got an ace last time. He's got two. He got the only two for Navi so far, Flamey. As the bomb gets planted inside of B, Olaf's going to take the long rotation, the flank from behind. Zeus is watching it. It's Guardian that wants Rain to work with him so he can get in from Ruin, so he can take some of the attention away. Zeus gave it up. Zeus thought he'd cleared Banana. He hadn't. Olaf was in behind the wall. They're going to think that's wide open, but now they realize with the other kills, they've all turned around. Flamey's looking for double ace in the pistol. Double ace in the pistol! Both of them! 10 kills, 2 pistols, 2 rounds for Navi.
Navi kept going strong after that, keeping FaZe to just 3 rounds in their second half and winning the map 16-13. Mirage did not look good for FaZe in comparison to their performance on Inferno, and they let Navi take a 9-6 lead at halftime. FaZe won the pistol, but lost to a deagle round from Navi in the next round and couldn't recover. Navi won out from there, taking the map 16-7 and advancing to the semifinals. Next up was Liquid vs ENCE, starting on ENCE's pick of Mirage. ENCE played an unexpectedly tight game during the first half and took a 1-round advantage thanks to some great coordination on pushes. Liquid looked good at the start of the second half, playing a solid pistol and taking the next round as well, but ENCE started to push back, grinding out a few rounds of their own and taking the score to 12-10. ENCE looked strongly favored to take the round in a 5v2, but Naf made a round happen through sheer force of will, picking up an op ace on the B site.
Can he find any players down on the bench? Yes, he can. Alexi B caught napping. We'll get a bullet perforating through his head. Now this does give Liquid a chance. They do have control of the bomb, and Naf has found himself a kill on X7. We've got a round of it now, ladies and gentlemen. The bomb's gonna get planted. And ENCE gonna have to try and retake. Naf gonna take the risk of going into apps. He has struck once again. He's gonna have to come out with a 1-on-2 clutch, plus an ace if he's gonna pull this out the hat. ENCE breathing down his neck. Smoke gonna get deployed onto the site and try and skew the nation. Oh, what a flick onto Sergey that is! And now Nafly gonna use that smoke to his advantage, just pulls back to the van. Waiting, anticipating an Alu push. He comes through the shadows! Oh, that's ineffable from Nafly! That's absolutely sensational!
ENCE was unfazed by the round loss, though, and won out to 15-11, where Sergey patiently played his angle, earning a 3K and enabling ENCE to take the first map against Liquid.
Finals. He's waiting, biding his time to strike, and strike he shall with 3 kills! Nafly, Stewie and Elige all get obliterated. Liquid are being evaporated in front of our very eyes. Add Nitro into the mix. And now Twists 1-on-4.
On Inferno, ENCE reversed a loss in the pistol round into an early 5-2 lead, but Liquid hit their stride after that. At 5-3, Twists picked up a 3K on B to stop the retake and keep things going for Liquid.
No grenades, Eve. They'd love to throw a Molotov to the back of one of these angles. Oh, Stewie uncharacteristically comes out second best in the trade, and it's down to Twists again. They know exactly where he is. He's going to land the headshot. The repeat from Twists was sumptuous, and he is going to get the round for Liquid.
ENCE couldn't stop Liquid in the first half, and a 5-2 lead turned into a 10-5 disadvantage for ENCE at halftime. Liquid brought the scoreline to 15-8 quickly afterwards, giving themselves 7 chances to close the map out before ENCE could bring it to overtime. Shockingly, though, Liquid couldn't make round 16 happen, and ENCE got into overtime with 7 consecutive rounds. Liquid wasn't ready for the comeback, and ENCE took the first overtime 4-1, upsetting one of the favorites to win the tournament in just 2 maps and advancing themselves into the semis against Na'Vi. On the other side of the bracket, MiBR met Renegades, starting on the Renegades pick of Dust 2. MiBR had a 5-1 lead early, but it looked like the Renegades were going to equalize things as they started winning a few rounds in a row. At 5-4 though, Taco rotated under window just before the Renegades pushed and lasered down 4 of them for a clean round win.
The doors and the window.
Taco waits below it though. Taco waits below it and he holds! Oh, he gets a 4th as well as JKS goes down and the ball. It's up on top of the box.
The Renegades couldn't get anything started after that in the first half with their shaky economy, and MiBR had a 10-5 advantage at halftime. The Renegades won their CT pistol, but they didn't have a good plan for what to do after that, and MiBR won the next 6 rounds to take the map 16-6. Map 2 was Train, which continued to look extremely strong for CT as the Renegades got out to a 10-1 lead before MiBR managed to pick up a few rounds and end the half 11-4. Unfortunately, it again looked like the Renegades didn't have a great plan for the second half, and MiBR completely dismantled the Australian team, winning 12 rounds to their 1 and closing the series 2-0. The last quarterfinals match was between NIP and Astralis, starting on NIP's pick of Mirage. Early on in the map, NIP had an opportunity to take their first round, but Xyp9x denied it with a 1v2 clutch to complete a 4K.
Rez, he can be heard here, forced with a big kill. Now Rez turns into a flank. Glaive and Connector, and Rez, he knows it. He's gonna try and find this kill. He's got to open up that A bomb site, but it's a tough angle. Glaive's not looking. Big time frag for Rez, and A is available.
It's gonna come down to the Clutchmeister himself. Mr. Xyp9x, what can he get done? He's already put down 1 frag, 25 seconds to go, but Forest counteracts with one of his own. It's all down to the clutcher. He's picked up another one, and now it's up to Rez to try and clutch this one-on-one. The Swede against the Dane. Xyp9x gonna be coming around the corner, finds him with his pants down around his ankles, but not able to get the kill the first time. Askingwith gets it on the second, and Astralis with a 4K from Xyp9x, gonna get the 3-0 lead.
That turned out to be NIP's only opportunity to take a round in the first half, as Astralis played a perfect 15-0 half, threatening their second 16-0 of the major. It nearly happened, too, but Rez denied Astralis the clean sweep with a 3K from his hiding place to help save the round for NIP.
And the Sentinel has been bested. Forest in the meanwhile going to get flashbanged, able to at least take Glaive with him, but Rez, he's playing this one so slowly. He is waiting for as many terrorists to push past him as possible, but in doing so, he's baiting the rest of his teammates. Can he feasibly stop this from getting done? Oh, he's picked up 2, looking for a 3rd, lands it onto the bench as well. Can't get the 4th, as Mages does, but there's Forest.
They even won a second round thanks to the economic advantage of winning the pistol, but Astralis stopped them there, taking an incredibly dominant 16-2 map and bringing the series to Dust 2. Astralis kept the train rolling with an 11-4 T side, and it looked like NIP was completely out of it, but after halftime they had a solid T side of their own. NIP brought things all the way back to 13-11, where Dennis ran an incredibly quick push onto A, which took Device and Xyp9x off guard.
It's NIP now on the back foot, running out of money. Oh god, this is so fast though. Are they going to expect it? Device isn't. Neither is Xyp9x. That is so fast. No chance to respond. No idea it's coming, and Dennis hits like a truck.
NIP got to 14 rounds, but couldn't stop Astralis from getting to 16 and lost the series 2-0 despite an admirable comeback. The first semifinals match was between Na'Vi and ENCE, starting on ENCE's pick of Train. ENCE kept the first half even on their T side, only exiting the first half with a single round disadvantage, but Na'Vi looked surprisingly strong on their own T side after halftime, bringing the scoreline to 14-10 in short order. ENCE finally got it together though, and strung together 6 rounds in a row to deny overtime and win the map 16-14. Na'Vi did their best to make that win look like a fluke on their pick of Dust 2 though, playing a 13-2 first half where ENCE couldn't get anything done. ENCE wasn't prepared to make a comeback after halftime either, and the map ended 16-3 for Na'Vi. That brought the series to Mirage, where at 2-3, Zeus pulled off a 1v2 clutch on A by playing his health advantage.
It's Zeus that has to win this back. Both on red. Zeus has already thrown the damage-dealing nades. Watch that scope, though. He can't see to the right side. They step back to the left. He absolutely can. Low HP. And Zeus, he'll collect one more for Na'Vi to make it 4 total.
Na'Vi played a strong half after that to take a 9-6 advantage at halftime along with the first 3 rounds afterwards, but ENCE got a streak of rounds to take back the advantage. Na'Vi evened it up, and at 13-13, the teams got into a messy fight on A, where it looked like Simple was going to pick up a massive 4K clutch, but he was denied by X7, putting ENCE in the lead.
But all this does is serve to allow Alexi to come out from jungle. Watch it, because he's got the lineup Simple. He doesn't have the time. He's got to go to the AK and get the kill. This guy is on another level. He's going to have time to put the bomb down. And X7, he knows he's in rotation to flash out. He's got the information. He's got just enough. He goes back to the AWP. But is that what's going to cost him? It is. It is going to cost him.
The game once again came down to the 30th round, where ENCE managed yet another incredible upset, taking the map 16-14 and the series 2-1. The other semi-final match was between MiBR and Astralis, starting on MiBR's pick of Overpass. In round 8, Astralis barely managed to retake on A thanks to a 3K and a last-second defuse from Katowice.
This is where the smoke nade may need to be used, and Katowice is going to get the upper hand onto Fallen. Just when MiBR thought this round was safe, things are going horribly wrong. But Cold Zero with 2 gets trained out by Katowice, who's going to hold on to the bomb. And he's going to get the defuse Astralis.
MiBR took 6 of the next 7 rounds after that, taking the half 9-6 and putting Astralis on the back foot going into the second half. Astralis wasn't shaken at all, though, and played an excellent 10-5 T-side to earn themselves the 16-14 victory. Map 2 was Astralis' pick of Inferno, where the team played a solid T-side to a 9-6 lead at the half. MiBR didn't seem to have anything left in the tank for the second half, though, and couldn't do anything to stop the Danish team from taking the series. The map went 16-7 for Astralis, and the series 2-0 to the same, bringing the tournament to its final match. ENCE and Astralis were the only remaining teams in the major. Astralis was the clear favorite of the major, and they hadn't given anyone a reason to doubt their ability, while ENCE had made their way to the grand finals off the back of 2 upsets and were looking to complete what would be a Cinderella run to rival the Boston major the year prior. The match began on ENCE's pick of Train, where Astralis got out to an early lead. In round 10, Sergey took Dupree off guard with a messy push-down ladder, but Xyp9x wasn't having any of it and cleaned up ENCE with a 3K.
Spot on, but the shot isn't. Glaive ready for it. Takes him down 5 versus 4 once again. Against Glaive, who's looking to find a couple more though, but looks like his days might be numbered. The player right next to him, that's Ariel. He doesn't miss many shots. He'll take him down, but Xyp9x finds the bomb.
Finds the bomb is the key aspect, because now Alu has to find a kill, create space, and
What
get out!
else?
How does he jump off the ladder? It's so unpredictable. Sergey just absolutely confused and destroyed Dupree all in one motion, but X will hold out against Alu. He managed to get the bomb back, but that's all, 7-3.
Astralis took advantage of their CT side for the entire half, winning an 11-4 lead going into halftime. ENCE would have to have an incredible CT half of their own to make it happen, but the first 6 rounds after halftime went 3-3, putting ENCE in an extremely tenuous situation. Round 22 was nerve-wracking, coming down to a 1v2 Sergey clutch and a last-second defuse on B.
A little bit of time. Xyp9x knew surely where they were coming from. Nate should get him. Should, but will he find the kill first? Sergey, 17 years of age to try and keep them alive, not concede overtime point. Molotov already down on top. He can force Dupree back, but he actually just walks forward. Low HP. He's got it. Does he have the time? He's got the kid. He will. He should. And it's going to be so close. He's going to be extremely close, but they'll get number 8.
ENCE turned that round into 4, but couldn't come all the way back from their round disadvantage in the first half, and Train went the way of Astralis, 16-11. I wish I could tell you that Inferno was close, but it wasn't. ENCE ran out of steam and Astralis had them pegged. Earlier in the tournament, ENCE had attributed their win against Liquid to playing their default strats, but Astralis wasn't about to be fooled by defaults, and the first half went 14-1 in their favor. ENCE took 3 after halftime, but that was it, and taking down Astralis proved to be too hard for ENCE. The map ended 16-4, the series ended 2-0, and Astralis came out of the IEM Katowice 2019 major as champions, their second major victory in a row. That's going to do it for this series on the major. Thank you so much for sticking with us throughout the tournament. You can follow us on Twitter at Canals Report and subscribe to us here for more CS news and tournament info. For now, though, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.